A great day to us all. Welcome to the 8th episode of the Intrapreneur series with yours truly, James Yao Apia, the Intrapreneur. In episode 7, we briefly discussed the number one responsibility on state institutions and also small and big companies and how they can help keep things in order to make this world of us a better place for us all. By obvious deductions, good state institutions and private companies are supposed to last for 3 generations. That is at the minimum. But their influence may last for centuries. In view of this, our world needs better and excellent workers to have great state institutions and private companies. For you and I to have a better world, I need your support in the journey to realize this dream of making this world a better place, a better working place for us all. Your support is to follow me on Instagram, that is IG, Facebook, YouTube. You can also follow me on LinkedIn. Yes, in all the episodes of the Intrapreneur series. And when you follow, please subscribe for free, like and comment constructively. Share with friends and family. Your support is needed to make this agenda of a better world a reality. But before we continue with today's episode 8, help me acknowledge the production support of the following institutions. These are, that's Kingdom Harvesters Ministries, Touch Life Ministry, Okadilos Ghana Limited, your one-stop shop for your onshore, offshore, catering, and logistical needs. And of course, Aruka Global, your perfect construction partner. Now, we begin. In the last episode 7, that's the last episode 7, we considered some examples of state institutions and private companies across the world, and as well discussed their number one job roles or responsibilities towards their respective coverage societies. In today's episode 8, we are going to name and shame the negatives of these state institutions and companies across the world who should know better. The objective of the name and shame is to redirect their current negative focus on the original focus of keeping things in order. So, we begin with the security issues across the world. Now, this is a disclaimer. Whatever I'm going to discuss here, whatever we are going to discuss here, has nothing to do with any one particular country. If the cap fits you, you wear it. It has. I'm not going to mention any country's name, but if the cap fits you, you wear it. Now, so we begin with the security issues across the world. In a certain country that I know, there has been significant criticism from the citizenry regarding the recruitment processes within that country's security services. Now, reports have it that, or reports have surfaced accusing the security authorities of engaging in irregular and non-transparent recruitment, particularly ahead of the 2024 elections, that's the general elections of that country. Remember, I said a certain country that I know. I've not mentioned any country. I've not mentioned any country. There are a number of countries which are having pending elections in this year, and some even next year. So I have not mentioned any country. The news media alleges that these processes, these non-transparent and irregular processes of recruitment, these processes are marred by nepotism, favoritism, and lack of transparency, which potentially undermines the integrity of the security services, which means that the security services or forces of that country will be refilled by their kind. Yes, by friends and family of their kind who are of them. So, Father goes, son comes. Mother goes, daughter comes. Father-in-law goes, son-in-law comes. Uncle goes, nephew comes. Yes, this is what is happening in that country that I know, that certain country that I know. The security bosses are replacing themselves with their own kinds. Remember, we said state institutions will have to last for at least 3 generations. A generation is about 20, 30 years. So if they are going to last 3 generations, 90 years, the 90 years is going to be shared by one family. And you, when will you also enjoy some? And their influence, whatever they do, may last for centuries. A century is about 100 years. So whatever mess they cause may last for 100 years. And this is what some security bosses in a certain country that I know are trying to do. The security authorities, by these unacceptable practices, they are willing their roles. They are willing their roles, their job roles, to their friends and families. A better world indeed. Another country that I know, it's in the world. If the cap fits you, you wear it. During this another country, another certain country that I know. During the last presidential elections of this certain country that I know, the security forces were accused of severe repression against opposition supporters. Now, this included arbitrary arrests, that's detention without trial, and use of live ammunition against protesters, leading to numerous and several deaths. This same country that I'm saying I know, remember I've talked about 2 different countries. But if the cap fits you, you wear it. The second country that I said I know is also preparing for elections. It's preparing for elections. Whether it's this year or next year, I don't know. But I'm saying it's preparing for elections. And will the security services and forces repeat this same irresponsible attitude of killing innocent people, arresting people, detaining people without trial? Will the security forces allow themselves to be used to do this in the next elections? A better world indeed. Another third country that I know, but if the cap fits you, you wear it. In July 2024, that is this year, an assassination attempt was made on the former president of this third certain country that I'm saying I know. And this led to the death of a state security officer. You've not heard. Hey, I hear you. I hear. This, in fact, has raised questions about the adequacy of security measures for high-profile individuals. Note that this incident has prompted an independent review and calls for enhanced security protocols ahead of significant events leading to the next presidential elections of this third country that I'm saying I know. Let me ask you, why was the assassination attempt on that former president of that third country that I'm saying I know? Why was the assassination attempt made on him and not the current president? Especially in this election year of that third country that I'm saying I know. Did some security bosses or apparatus sleep on the job and they are still having their job? a better world indeed. Look, let me apply the brakes on the security people here. Let me apply apply the brakes here because if I don't take anyway, I think there is enough to chew on these security issues. These three security issues I've um, enumerated, I've discussed here in this short time, in this episode 8. In our next episode, we will discuss the rot and disorder we find in the driver and vehicle licensing authorities across the world. Not them only, we are also going to look at the waste management companies across the world. And of course, the presidencies, the Jubilee House, the White House, the DEMS, the presidencies across the world, and other public institutions across the length and breadth of the world. We want to find the root cause of the disorder so we can find solutions to these disorders. Until things are kept in order in the local environment, there will still remain injustice, health challenges, security breaches, and very high stress levels in our human society. The decision to keep things in order lies with us all. Please be informed that this production is by kind courtesy of Kingdom Harvesters Ministries, the Touch Life Ministry, and also Bocadilos Ghana Limited, your one-stop shop for your onshore and offshore catering and logistical needs, and Aruka Global Limited, your perfect construction partner. In episode 9, we will continue with this street campaign on the name and shame. And inshallah, with the possibility mentality, we shall together bring order to our working world. Do follow me? Share the link with your contacts and stay blessed until we meet again. I remain yours truly. Cheers. Yao. Up here. The Intrapreneur. See ya.